Konnichiwa, sensei.
Hi, Minna-san, konbawa.
Konbawa, konbawa.
Konbanwa, sensei.
Hi, Minna means all. Minna-san means everyone, yeah. Minna-san, konbawa.
Konbawa.
So, um, so today's class, what so what will we be doing today? You know, first we'll learn the kanas. Okay. Kana alphabets. I was telling you, right? So we'll learn the kanas. Once you learn the kanas, what will you be able to do? That will be your question. You will be able to write Japanese. In the sense now, you hear something in Japanese, you'll be able to write once you know your kanas. And once you know your kanas, you will start. So everything in its own time. And there's another thing. You're learning a new language. So when you learn a new language, the last time you learned a new language, I don't know, but it was in school, right? When you started learning your alphabets first. So if you just think about, I don't know if you'll be able to remember how we wrote all. But anyway, now you see small, little kids, right? When they join the school, they learn their alphabets. Don't they say the alphabets loud as they write? They say it loud. Anything they write, they say it loud. They don't write silently. When they learn the language, they say things. So what you should be doing is, you should be doing it the same way. Because you're learning the alphabets. Later, of course, it's okay. Because in Japanese, the sounds are very, actually, they are very limited sounds. There are not many sounds in Japanese. I told you, 46 basic sounds, that's all. And they're so limited. Another thing, when Japanese speak, the sounds, most of the sounds are here, from here. The sounds are not thrown out. Okay. So, but what can we do? We'll have to do it that way because we speak our languages that way. Our sounds are all thrown out. But Japanese, that's why when Japanese speak, you won't be able to catch what they say. And if they speak very fast, it's very difficult. Okay. But old people, when they speak it very carefully. They will speak it, because see, they want you to understand, they want someone to speak to them. In Japan, nobody speaks to old people like here these days. In Japan too, it is the same thing. No one has time for old people. Okay. So now when you get to meet someone old, right? They speak it so carefully, and they speak it so well. The best way to learn to speak is if you can find someone old and speak to them. That is again way of learning the language and speak it very nicely, very soft, very slow. They want you to understand. Young people, they don't bother, right? Whether you understand or not, it's not their problem. So that is it. The sounds, when they speak, it's very difficult to follow. It's like that. So, but when we learn the language, any language for that matter, we'll have to say the sound loud. So as you write, and now this is the time you start writing. So you got your Kana book, Kana workbook. So if you take the Kana workbook, you see how, you find them there. They've been, See, we could have had one workbook for kana, hiragana, another for katakana. We didn't do it that way. So you see, on the left, I think, I don't remember, okay. On the left, you'll see hiragana. The page on the right, you'll see katakana. Now, what is hiragana, katakana? Same sounds, but two different scripts, written different. Okay. The sound is the same. If it is ka, you have hiragana ka and katakana ka. If you have sa, you have hiragana sa and katakana. If you have ta, you have hiragana ta and katakana ta. Okay. And if you see, it's not used that way, but anyway, you know your English alphabets, right? You have your capital, the alphabets, or what, and you have those small. You have G written like this. G is written small, lowercase, now they say. G is this. G. And this G doesn't look like the other G. Sound is the same, but you have two different ways of writing. A is totally different. But you never asked any question, right? When this was taught to you. Why is it this way? Same sound, but why you write the same thing this way? Same sound in two different ways. You never ask questions like this. But you learnt. Similarly, you don't have to ask questions why. That's how it is, but I'll tell you, I'll talk about these kanas and kanji and all much later after we learn the kanas. First we learn the kana, then I'll talk about this kanas. Okay. And kanji also. Now, but what is important now, I'll say. Hiragana, you can see, if you just have a look at hiragana, see, I think it's on the left. No? Take the first kana. You have hiragana on the left and katakana on the right. And how do you know it's hiragana or katakana? Hiragana, you can see all of, there's a flow, rounded. Okay, they're curved. You can see them. And katakana are sharp angles, angular. Katakana, they look very good. But they are angular, sharp angles. No? You don't have those, kind of lazy kind of curves and all. You have sharp curves, sharp angles. If you have a look at that, you'll be able to know. This is hiragana, this is katakana. Be able to easily say. But the sounds are the same. Okay. So when you write, your workbook, please you got every page, you'll have two boxes on the top, two rows, where you have those dotted lines, right? So now in the class, when we write the kana, you can write there. You can, you've been given the stroke, how you write. You got the stroke order and all that. So please follow that. And you can follow, I'll be writing here. So you can follow how I write also. And we'll do hiragana, we'll do katakana at the same time. We'll say the sound and write. So fill up at least one row. Then after the class, you can fill it up later after the class. Tomorrow also you can fill it. But remember one thing. This kana book, workbook, I always say, has a very short shelf life. 1 week. After 1 week, you should have filled up the book. 1 week you take to fill this up. After you fill this up, what? You should have known your kanas by then. You should know, okay, this is all your kanas. Then you can practice also. Still you can practice. I'll tell you what to do. Then you buy your notebooks. And the notebooks are like this, not plain and all that, not ruled and all that. You have the square ruled books. Children, you see in maths and all that they use. Square ruled books. Don't get very, small squares and all that. Don't get that. You get something with the medium size squares. Okay, not those large squares, medium size square. You get notebooks like that. Hereafter, to write anything Japanese, you get that. Because when you start writing kanjis, you should be seeing kanjis inside whether there is a square or not, you should be seeing those kanjis in that. Okay. And as you write, you will be able to write it. So even in Japanese schools and all that, when children start learning, they use this kind of book, square rolled. So please get those books and start writing kanas. Then I'll tell you what to do, how to remember kanas. But right now, what you do after you fill up this, or if you have the time, try to write big. Somewhere on a some paper, get these newspapers and all that. Get a newspaper like that, spread it out, and you have pens like this. Hold it and write big and say the sound. Now, this, why I say this is, I did all this. So when I tell you anything, I will never tell you to do things I have not done. Okay. So this is how I learned my kanas. I wrote big, said the sound loud, say as you write. Otherwise, what happens is you'll write something, the sound will be some, you won't remember the sounds. You can't sync the sound with what you write. So what you write, you'll be saying what you're writing, and what you say, it has to go together. And then what happens is you'll know, okay, this kana has this sound. This is how you learn your alphabets when you first learned alphabets in school. Nobody told you how. Teachers didn't tell you. Okay, they must have told you, say it loud. But when you came home, you would have done the same thing. So do that. You should remember the kanas. Now, how many kanas are there? 46. How many sounds? 46. So for every sound, you have a kana. Okay. And one kana cannot stand for 2 or 3 sounds. Understood? Any other sound. If there is a sound, ma, there's a kana, ma. You can't use any other kana for ma. Okay. Ma has got a kana. Ta, there's a kana for ta. Na, there's a kana for like. So you have to remember this. Another thing, you have to remember another thing. You have hiragana and katakana. Sounds are the same. 46 basic sounds. You write them in hiragana. When I say basic sounds, I mean these are the basic sounds. There are other sounds too. Okay. They are not the basic sounds. There are other sounds too in Japanese, but they are built on these sounds. Some kind of, another form of these sounds. Okay. So First you learn 46 sounds. Then we'll go on to the sounds which are built on these sounds. So we'll start this way. I hope this all works, because normally I set up this camera and all that. The board, keep writing. It's not too easy for me. And another thing, remember something else. Japanese didn't use pens. Okay. They didn't use pens. They didn't use pencils. They used brushes. Brushes. Even now they use brushes, and those brushes are very, very expensive, And those days, right now I don't know, but anyway, some very, very important documents, letters were all used, written, or very important letters were written using brushes. Okay. Okay. So when they wrote Japanese, they wrote using brushes. Of course, they have great pens too now, pencils also. So when they write using brushes, that's how they wrote earlier. Brushes give you only that, with the pen you can write anyway. It gives you more, you have the freedom that you don't find with brushes, because they use brushes, they make the ink too. So when inks are not available just like that, now of course you have inks too. But formerly when they write, they used to use ink stone and then that ink kind of coal something, and they used to make the ink and then use the brush to write. And when they write, they have to follow some stroke order, because when you're writing with brushes, definitely there is a stroke order you got to follow. So any kanji, you have so many strokes. Any kanji you take, you have 2-stroke kanji, you have 3-stroke, 5-stroke, 8-stroke, 12-stroke, like this goes on. So you have got to know the number of strokes. And you can write kanas or kanjis only in, there is a way to write, and you can write only in that way. You don't have any freedom. Okay. You have to write it only the way it is written. Some kanjis, there are some alternate ways of writing, but then very few of them like that. But generally, kanjis and kanas, you have to follow rules. It's very important. There is a stroke order, and that order you have to follow. Stroke rule, you have to follow that. Okay. So now we'll go on to kanas. I told you 46 sounds, and yesterday I said 5 vowels: a, e, u, a, o. Then I told you the other sounds: a, ka, sa, ta, na, ha, ma, ya, ra, va, u. So you have a, e, u, a, o. Then you have ka. So ka, ki, k, ke, ko. Sa, shi, su, se, so. Then you have ta. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Na. Na, ni, nu, ne, no. Ha. Ha, hi, hu, he, ho. Ma. Ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Ya, yo. Ya, you, yo. Ra, Ri, R, Re, Ro. Va, Wa. These are the sounds, and now we'll start writing them. So I'll share the board. No? I hope it works. Yeah. The first kana. The sound is A. 1, 2. You have to count the stroke also, okay? Very. Not every time, because you're writing it for the first time. Then you'll know there are so many strokes. 2. Then start here. 3. The workbook also, you got the stroke order, no? You can follow that. So this is A. I'll write this again. 1, 2, and 3. This is hiragana A. Okay. Hiragana. Now you have katakana A. I hope you're writing in your workbook. Katakana A. 1. I'll write this again. 1. If there's anything that you want to ask, you can always ask. Okay, please don't hesitate.
Sir, in the book, in the workbook, only the letters are there. The sound is not there.
A sound will not, because now you'll have to learn the sound, how to read.
Okay, sir.
So what you can do is, now I'm telling you no?
Yes, sir.
You can write it in Tamil only. Tamil.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
You write that in Tamil, you write the sound.
Okay, sir.
If you write it in English, the problem is English sounds are totally different. How can you write You can't.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
Sensei? Yeah, the other day he told us we can pronounce the ra as l, right? Shall.
I'll tell you about that. Right now we can see, right? You're seeing it for the first time. Now you say ra. Now you say ra.
Okay.
Later I'll tell you how to say the sound.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Let me
sir.
finish the kanas, after which, when I talk about these kanas and all, I'll tell you the sounds. Yeah.
Thank you, Sensei.
So the first thing now what we are doing is we know the sounds. Okay. We may not know, the right way of saying it. Okay. But we know what it is. But we are learning how to write those sounds. Okay. So ah. And for us, it won't be a problem because we have all these sounds in our languages too, except for a few sounds. Generally, I think we can manage. So hiragana, 1, 2, 3. A, katakana, 1. This is A. First, we'll write the vowels, then we'll go to the other thing. E. Now you'll ask me, what is this? Why should this be there? You needn't, however, can be just this way also. Okay, and you will say, what is this? See, this is a font where when you use a brush, when you take the brush off, it will leave a kind of trail, no? That's all. It looks okay. See this? 1 and 2. E. 1, 2. E. And let it not, don't write it straight. There should be a tilt to the left. E. And you'll find, the font there. That's a calligraphic font. Okay. And like you have, when you use MS Word, you have so many, for English, how many fonts you have? Correct, no? Times New Roman, Calibri, all, so many kinds of, all look different, right? Similarly, you have many kinds of fonts in Japanese too. And one of the fonts is what you find in the workbook. So you should just keep that as a guide, that's all. You don't have to write it like, but this is how you write. 1 and 2. This is E. A, E, hiragana E. Katakana E is very simple. 1, 1, 2. This is katakana E. Okay. Now, 1. This is a dot, okay? In Japanese, this is supposed to be a dot. So when you use a brush, this is how your dot will look. So 1 and 2. 1, 2. Okay. Hiragana, hiragana, katakana 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I should tell you this also. There are stroke rules, understood? Stroke rules, stroke order. Now, there's a cardinal rule that your strokes have to be this way. First, it's always left to right. Left to right. Okay. Top to bottom. Left to right, top to bottom. Have this in mind. That is, your strokes go from left to right. Okay. And top to bottom. No bottom to top. There are one or two corners. There's a reason why there is bottom to top. Generally, always top to bottom, left to right. Kanjis and kannas. I'll tell you why. Right now, remember this, left to right, top to bottom. Okay. Now, there is no right to left thing. Like you see, now see. One, it goes from here. It begins at the top and goes down. Okay. Top to bottom. 1, 2. See this. And left to right, top to bottom. Okay. You can't have a stroke like this. This is how it is. 1, 2, 3. And what is a stroke? How do you count strokes? When does a stroke start? Where does a stroke start and where does it end? A stroke, when you write, stroke starts here and ends here. If you take the pen of the paper, the stroke is over. That is when the stroke ends. The stroke ends when the pen is taken off the paper. And remember, when you write, it is always left to right, top to bottom. I'll tell you why. What is top to bottom, left to right? Now look, left to right. This is one stroke. Suppose there's a stroke like this. 1. I have to take the pen out the pen. I can't continue with the stroke. Why? Suppose I have to write this. Suppose I have to write this. This is how I write. First stroke, left to right, top to bottom. Stop. I can't. There is no right to left stroke. It's always left to right. So there are 2 strokes here. 1, 2. This is how you write. Normally you'll think, you can write this way. No, it's never done. 1. The stroke is over. So there are 2 strokes. So now 1, 2, 3. This is Hiragana 1, 2. A 1. This is again a dot. Go up. 1. Okay. Go up and come. This is A. Hiragana 1. How many strokes? 2 strokes. Only 2 strokes. And the sound is A. I'll write this again. Just watch me. 1. A. Okay. And katakana is very simple. 1, 2, and 3. Katakana A. So hiragana A, katakana A, now O. 1. Go up. And stroke. And remember one thing. A stroke on the northeast corner. A stroke on the northeast corner is the last stroke. Okay. Any stroke on the northeast corner will be the last stroke. Now look. 1, 2, and the stroke, last stroke. 3. There are 3 strokes. 1, 2, and 3. This is O. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Katakana. 1, 2, 3. Left to right, top to bottom. And the stroke. Again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is O. This is hiragana. Sorry, katakana O. Hiragana O. So this is katakana O, hiragana. Okay. Katakana, hiragana. See this? See the flow? This is, it looks rigid, right? Stiff and rigid. Those are hiraga, katakana. So we have seen A, E, U, A, O. 5 vowels. We have seen katakana, hiragana, and katakana. So you know now those 5 vowels are 5 sounds. And they are written hiragana and katakana. You saw how they are written in hiragana. Now comes the next thing. I told you the alphabetical order. Ka. Those consonants are ka, sa, ta, na, ha, ma, ya, ra, va, n. Now we'll see ka. Hiragana ka. 1, 2. And northeast corner 3. 1, 2, 3. This is ka. Hiragana ka. Please remember the strokes are like this. Okay. 1. Then this is the second stroke. 2. Please don't write it any other way, only this way. And the third stroke is this. Okay. This is ka. Ka. Katakana ka. Look at this. 1. Very sharp. 1, 2. That's all. You can see hiragana and katakana. The difference. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And here you have 3 strokes, and you know all these, I used to call them frills, right? No frills, no extra, you know. So katakana, you don't have all that. So here you have only 2 strokes. This or extra stroke, you know, frills and all you don't have. So this is katakana, this is hiragana. And the sound is ka. Sound is ka. Ka. So you say ka. Yeah.
Do you know why some hiragana and katakana, I mean the katakana are simplified, but they look almost the same?
Hiraganas? Hiragana?
The katakana is simplified, like in this case it's simplified, but it looks almost the same, right?
But this is the only kana which looks same. There are few kanas which look same. Otherwise, they're different. They look different. They look different. So this is okay. This ka okay, and then ki also is little different. There are some kanas which are similar, but by and large, the kanas are all different. I will talk to you about that. I will talk about these kanas after I finish these kanas. Kanas and kanji and all. So this is hiragana and katakana. You can, what I'm saying is you can easily make out. This is hiragana, this is katakana. You won't have any problem, saying you might have some, trouble with the sounds, but, associating the sounds with the kana, but you will never have any problem identify the katakana and the hiragana. So this is ka. Now comes ki, like you said, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And this is the fourth stroke, ki. Sometimes you can see them written like this also. Okay. But this is how it is. 3. So this is ki. So 4 strokes. And katakana ki is 1, 2, 3. That's all. The extra stroke is in there. Hiragana ki, katakana. Now, there's another thing. You may have some doubt, like, this should be, should this be longer than this, or should it be the same? Don't bother about all that. Okay. You don't have to bother about that, because that's a font I told you. You're writing it. You can't, measure the stroke and all that. So the only thing you got to do is, this is how you write. First stroke, second stroke, and the third stroke is written like this. Please don't write it like this. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. You can see, so this stroke, then the third stroke, and the fourth stroke is after the third stroke, it just follows the third stroke. So this is the fourth stroke. For hiragana, katakana 1, 2, 3. That's all. So sound is key. That's all. How do you write ki? This is hiragana, this is katakana. Now, next comes k. K. 1. Just 1 stroke. And please remember, don't write it like this. Don't make it too sharp and all. And it's not a curve also. So this is k. Not too sharp. K. And katakana k. See katakana k. First stroke. Second stroke. 1. This is k. K. Katakana. So hiragana k is, katakana k is, so totally different, you saw. So ka, ki, ku. Now comes K. 1, 2, 3. This is K. Okay, I'll write this again. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is K. K. And katakana K. Look at katakana. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ka, ki, so ka, ki, ku, K. Those are hiraganas. Okay. So K and katakana K. Ko 1, 2. 1, 2. This is Ko. When I first saw this kana, no, it looked, looked like a closed eye to me. Eyebrow and a closed eye. That's how it looked. I mean, I don't know whether it helps. I'm talking about what I felt. So Ko. So hiragana ko, katakana 1. And 2. 1, Ko. Hiragana ko, katakana. Ko. So ka, ki, ku, ke, and ko. Now ka, sa. Now let us see sa. 1. You've written ki, right? So the first stroke was like this. But your second stroke is this way. Third stroke is this way. Again, right? 1, 2, 3. First stroke is only this, this is the first stroke. Can be written only this way. Now, 1, second stroke, and third stroke. Now, suppose you were to write like this. 1, 2, 3. The first place, try writing it. You won't feel very comfortable writing it that way. Another thing, it might look the same, but how did you get this? You didn't write it the right way. So if the process is wrong, the product is wrong. In Japan, quality and all that, they don't check the product. Your process is very important. If that is okay, the product should be okay. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. This is how you write sa. 1, 2, 3. Sa. And katakana sa. 1. 2. Second stroke is here, left. Third stroke, that is sa. I'll write this again. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is sa. Hiragana sa. Katakana sa. Huh? Now the next sound is she. The E sound is she. And she is this. She. Katakana she. Now look. Katakana she. 1. First stroke. Second stroke. Below that. First stroke is at the top. Second stroke below that. And closer to the second stroke. Here this is bottom to top. The rule I told you was no bottom to top, but top to bottom. But here you have bottom to top. I'll write this again. See this? 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, and the third stroke is closer to the second stroke. 1, 2, 3. First stroke, top. Second stroke, bottom. And closer to the second stroke. This starts bottom to top. This is she. Katakana, she. I'll write this again. Look at this. 1, 2. Closer to the second stroke. Bottom to top. She. She. Hiragana. Katakana. Okay. She. Now comes the next sound. S.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, sir. Shall we revise what we have studied, sir? It looks,
Yeah, I'll do that.
I feel very fast, sir.
Yeah. This is A. Hiragana A. Katakana A is this. E. Hiragana E. Katakana E is this. 1. Okay. So hiragana E. Katakana. Now U. 1. Hiragana. Katakana. 1, 2, 3. So hiragana. Sound is U. A. Hiragana A. 1. Again I'll write 1. And the second stroke, see how many? Second stroke, the entire thing is a second stroke. Katakana, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 3 strokes. O, 1, 2, 2, and 3.
அப்பா படிக்கிறேன்
1,
ஓ இதுதான் ஓ ஜப்பனீஸ் ரூல் பாய்
1, 2, 3. O. Katakana O 1, 2, and 3. Then Ka. So our line is O, R, E, U, A, O, Ka. Sorry. Ka, Ka. E, E. Ku, Ku. 1, 2. He. Hiragana, Katakana. Ko. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hiragana,
சார் இதுல குறில் நெடில் மாதிரி இருக்காதா? லைக் கோகோ.
Ko, Ko. Ko, and this is Ko. Hiragana, Katakana. Hiragana, Katakana. Okay. Sa. Katakana. Sa. She. Katakana. She. She. Hiragana. Katakana 1. First stroke is the top, second stroke bottom. Closer to the second stroke, bottom to top. She. Then comes S. 1. Go down, curl it, and drop it. So don't write it like this. Okay. 1. Drop it. This is, just, think of this. When I saw this part of it, I saw it, it looked like a safety pin. No? You try to ruin a safety pin, it looks like this. So this is, you write it this way. 1, 2. Okay. 1. This is, and katakana su 1. 1. And 2. 1, 2. This is su, katakana su. Su, hiragana, katakana. Okay. Then sa, she, su, se. Say 1. 1, 2. Yeah, right side. 3 is this. This is say. Hiragana say. 1. Okay. 2. It's shorter. It's on the right. Third stroke is here on the left. This is say. And katakana say. Say. One. One, two. Say. Katakana say. So hiragana say. Katakana say. Okay. Hiragana, katakana. Sound is say, say, say. So. Now you can see a Z and a C. One stroke. So. So. And katakana so. One, two, top to bottom. One, two, top to bottom. This is so. Sa, she, su, se, and so. So, I think you can take a small break. Normally, I give a 5-minute break at 7:30. What's the time? Because by my watch it is 7:35. I think. Yeah, 7:35. We'll can get back at 7:40. Can take a small break. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll start. So we saw sa, she, su, se, so. Okay. Now the next is next consonant, right? Line is ta. 1, 1, 2. Okay. See, it's not written this way. Don't write it this way. 1. Okay. Second stroke is this way. Third stroke. Fourth stroke. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is ta. Huh? And katakanata. 1, 2. You have already seen ku, right? You've written ku. It's like this. The third stroke is this. Again, I'll write it. 1, 2, third stroke. This is ta. Katakana. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Ta. So hiragana ta, katakana ta. Okay. So ta, ta. One, two, and this third stroke. Ta. Yeah. So ta. Next is chi. Okay. Chi. One. This is chi. Okay. One. Chi. So ta, chi. Ta, chi. Chi. 1, 2, chi. And katakana chi. 1, 2. This is chi. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2. Now, I have told you there's no right to left. But this you'll say is right to left. But remember, there's this stroke, you know. There's only one stroke of this kind in kanji or anything, even kanas. So this is something, it's a special, you know, like I used to call it the heaven stroke. There can be no stroke, you know, which could begin above this or go above this. Like this is probably the ultimate. You can't have a stroke above this. Okay. And this stroke alone, you have right to left. It's actually from top to bottom. You look at it, it is top to bottom. Okay. Now look. 1, 2, 3. This is chi. Katakana chi. 1, 2, 3. Chi. Ta, chi, tsu. Now tsu is like this. tsu. See, when I first saw this, no, and that was around the time, actually tsunami hit Chennai, around that is when I started learning, around that time. And this looked like that wave to me. Correct? And this is tsu. Tsunami, no, tsu this. Tsu. It looked like a wave to me. A giant wave. So this is tsu. One. Now, katakana tsu. Look at this. One. Okay. The next stroke, second stroke, is above this. And closer to the second stroke comes the third stroke. Top to bottom. This is why she is like this. So if you look at it, you will know. If you look at tsu, this is tsu. This is she. You won't have any difficulty. Now look. 1, 2, 3. She, tsu, katakana tsu. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Now I'll explain further. What is this? This kana you just saw. She. And what is this?
She.
She. Now look at this part. How does this go? Saw this.
Like a reverse.
She, right?
She. You saw the hiragana she. How did it go? How did it end? Saw this. So you'll be able to remember. Katakana, now tsu. Hiragana tsu. How does this end?
Yeah, it's like a wave.
It goes like this, right? And katakana tsu. I hope you get this. So, tsu, 1, 2, 3. Okay. First stroke, second stroke, above that, above the first stroke, and closer to the second stroke, top to bottom.
That was bottom to top.
Which one? She is bottom.
She is bottom to top.
This is top. Okay. So, tsu, now comes te. Hiragana te. Hiragana te. Just one stroke. This is te. Okay. Te.
Sir, hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Sir, we have hiragana and katakana both, and then you mentioned about kanji also. So, why are we having three, sir? Like same sound.
After we finish the kanji, anyway, I have to speak about all that, no? See, normally what I do is I tell all that and then write the kanji. Now what? So for this class, what I thought is I'll do the kanas.
Okay,
After
sir.
I tell you why you have kanjis, why you have hiragana, katakana. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Why you use them. All that I tell you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
No problem. So te. Hiragana te. Katakana te is this. First stroke, second stroke. Okay. And then the third stroke is here. Start here. So 1, 2, 3. This is te. First stroke. Second stroke. Okay, this is te. Katakana te. Hiragana, katakana. Ta, chi, tsu, te. Now comes to. Hiragana to. 1. Okay. 1. And 2 is this way. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Easy to write this. Very easy. So next, katakana to 1, 2. 1, 2. To. 1, 2. 1, to. Hiragana, katakana. So ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Akasa, ta. Next is na. 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Na. Oh, I didn't write the hiragana. 1, 2. You've written ta, right? The first two strokes are similar. 1, 2. It's written this way. Don't write it this way. First stroke you write it this way. Second stroke this. Then third and fourth. Curl it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is na. Katakana na 1. One, 2. Okay, it's not a straight line, it's a curve. Na. Next comes ni. 1, 2, 3. This is hiragana ni. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Katakana ni. 1, 2. That's all. 2 lines. Okay. So na ni. 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 Now comes n. N. Now, how do you write n? You look at it, it will look very difficult. You know, the thing is very difficult writing this. Let's see. It's very easy. 1. First stroke. Okay. Second stroke, start here. Go down. Curl it. And then give it a tail. Okay. Now look. I'll write this again. 1, 2. Only 2 strokes. It looks like, you know, you got what 4 or 3 or 4 strokes. Just 2 strokes. 1. Yeah. 2. 1. Looks like some animal. 1. Okay. Like some rabbit or something.
How to spell this, sir?
Huh?
How to spell this? It's nu or
No, no.
ni.
No. N-U.
Nu. Oh, okay.
But here
Okay.
it is new, no? No. No.
Oh.
So please write this in your language, no? Tamil or something. No. Okay. And katakana no is like this. You have written su, no? First stroke. Cut this. This is no. This is no. Okay. Hiragana, katakana. 1. So na, ni, nu, ne. Now, there are a few kanas, you know, you just practice them a little more than the other kanas. So many kanas you don't have to have, you know, to practice so much. But nu, ne, nu, practice nu and ne. Now look, first stroke is a line. And look at this. You have 2 sides to it. You know, on either side of the line, you have left side and the right. Start here on the left. Go down. The second stroke, the entire thing is the second stroke. Go down. Go up, cross over. Drop. And curl it. This is ne. I'll write this again. 1. I'll write this many times. Okay, first. Second stroke. Okay. Go up. Drop. Curl. This is ne. Now, 1. Now you'll ask me whether this part, you know, 1, it's better to have it on the left. I mean, this part of it. Go up, drop it, This is ne. So easy, right? This is actually very easy writing it. 1, 1, 2. This is ne. So keep practicing this. Okay. This and n. This is ne. Now katakana ne. Look at this. First stroke. Second stroke. Third stroke. Fourth stroke. I'll write this again. Now look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Hiragana. 1, 2. Katakana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So ne. Na, ni, nu, ne. Next is no. Now look, no. Okay. So start here. In Tamil, you have something like this, no? Alphabet like this. You have it, no? This is no, okay. Japanese, it is no. And katakana, top to bottom, a stroke like this. That's all. There's no dot, nothing. So, this is so. This is no. 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 So, hiragana no, katakana. So, na, ni, nu, ne, no. So, na is na, na. This is hiragana, katakana. Ni, hiragana, katakana. N, and the hiragana, n. N. Ne. Ne. No. No. So, akasa, ta, na. Ha. Now it's 1, 2, 3 strokes. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There's one teacher, I always tell this. A Japanese teacher. Actually, they were training to be teachers, and they had come for internship, Hayakawa. And one of them, there were many, 6 or 7 people had come. So one of them happened to be a trained calligrapher. I mean, she was telling us she had it's about 15 years or something training in calligraphy. So she told me about this. She said this one, this part of it, it should look like a spoon, she told. I'm just sharing what I learned, that's all. I mean, she told me, she's a calligrapher. And, a trained calligrapher. I mean, 15 years of training. And she's still learning. So she told me this. So this is one. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. This is ha. Katakana ha. Look at this. 1. Ha. It looks like Mount Fuji, no? Ha. Okay. And next is he. Look at this. This is he. Remember, it tilts to the right. Okay, don't write it like this. Okay, see how there's a tilt to the right. He. Katakana he. 1. 1. 1. Oh, sorry. 1. Katakana he. Ha, he. Now comes fu. I told you. Now you can say it's it's not who, it's not fu. But since you're learning, you just take it as who. Okay. But it is also fu. So where you have to write fu, you have to use this. One, 2, 3, 4. Left. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. This is fu. Katakana fu. So fu. Hiragana. Katakana. So ha, he, fu, he. Now katakana and hiragana both are the same. Please don't write it like this. This part is smaller. Okay. And the same level is the same. This is hey. Hey. Not he. If you write it in English, it will be he. You'll read it as he. It is hey. Hey. Ha. He. Fu. Hey. Hiragana, katakana, same sound. I mean, same kana too. Kana is also written the same way. Both are same. The sound is he. Ha. He. Fu. Hey. And then comes ho. Now look. First stroke. Second stroke. Third stroke. Fourth stroke. This is ho. Now here don't bother about whether this should be bigger, this should, don't bother. 1, 2, 3. This is ho. So ha is like this. Ho is the difference. This is ho. And katakana ho. 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. See, katakana o is this. But that looks different, right? Even this part, it is different. It doesn't start here, the third stroke. So, ho. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Ho. So ha, he, fu, he. Ho. Ma. 1, 2, 3. This is ma. Ma. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ma. And katakana ma. 1. You've seen you wrote. No? This is the way you wrote also. So far, okay. This is the stroke, third stroke. Ma, the other side. This is ma, katakana. See here. Was like this. Ma is the other side. Ma, this goes the other way. So, hiragana ma, katakana ma. Okay. Ma. Next comes, so I'll write this again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1. Ma, ma. Now comes mi. Hiragana mi. Cut this. Again. 1, 1. Okay, this is me. Katakana me simple. 1, 2, 3. It goes this way, okay. Me. 1, 2, 3. This is katakana ni. Hiragana ni, katakana. Hiragana ni, katakana ni. Okay. Okay. Me. M. Now look at this. 1. Go down. Curl. You drop. Go up. Then the next stroke is, the third stroke is the northeast corner. I'll write this again. Just watch me write. 1. Yeah. Go down. It sags down. Go up. And then the third stroke. This is M. M. One, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. M. And katakana M. 1, 1, 1. So M. May. 1. You wrote N, right? Similarly. But stop here. Don't curl it. That's it. This is May. N was this. May is this. That's all. Difference is here. So May, look at this. 1, 2. May. And katakana May. So hiragana May. Katakana May. 1, 2. It's like this, okay. 1, 2. I saw a sword here. When I first saw this, it looked like a dagger or a sword to me. Okay. So this is May. Ma, mi, mu, me, and mo. Now look at this. 1, 2, 3. I said, one, 2, 3. First stroke, second, third. So this is more. See, normally, see the rule is like this. When you kanjis or even kanas, when you write them, see the horizontal stroke is always the first. When two strokes cut into each other, when two strokes, they intersect, they cut into each other, the horizontal stroke is first, the vertical stroke is second, comes after. But here you see, this is first, these are second. Why? So this is mo. Okay. Now katakana mo how? 1, 2. Look at this. See, when you write it this way, right? There was no effort on my part. But see this looks katakana, this is hiragana. It doesn't look as stiff as this, right? So what I did is 1, 2, 3. This is how I wrote this. Here, 1, 2, okay, and 3. So this is more katakana, this is more hiragana. Okay. So ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Now comes ya. Look at this. You already know tsu. After which, second stroke. This is not in the northeast corner. So it's here. And then the third stroke is like this. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And please see, students, they write it this way also. It looks like ka, it's not like that. You write it this way. 1, 2, 3. So don't write it like ka. Okay. So this is how it goes. So this is ya. Katakana ya. Look at this. Hook, sharp. So, and no, you don't have the other stroke. Yes, 2 strokes. So hiragana ya, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Katakana ya. Okay, that's the difference. Hiragana ya, katakana ya. And you. Okay, and cut it. This looks like an inverted U. This is U. And katakana U. See here, 1. Hiragana U. Katakana U. Okay. And yo. Hiragana yo. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yo. Katakana yo. 1. See this. First stroke. Second stroke left to right. Third stroke left to right. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is katakana yo. Hiragana yo. Katakana. So ya you yo. Now comes ra. 1. 1, 1. Okay. 1, 1. This is ra. Hiragana, katakana ra. 1. You've already seen fu, no? Something like that. First stroke. Second. This is ra. First stroke. Second. Hiraganara. Huh? Oh, sorry, katakanara. Katakanara. Okay. Katakana. Hiraganara. Katakana. Next. Re. Okay. Now to make it look, no, to because both hiragana and katakana are the same. So what you do is, now this is hiragana. See a flow. This is katakana. Hiragana, katakana. This, you can see a flow here. One. Katakana. So they look similar. So ra, ri, ru. But then there is a small, it isn't really similar. And this is again another reason I told you not to write east. Write E carefully like this. Don't write it like this. Talking of hiragana E. Otherwise, it will look like Ra. Oh, sorry, Ri. So Ra, Ri, Ru. Now Ru is like this. Okay. Ru. And katakana Ru is this. One. One. Two. One. Ra, Ri, Ru, Re. Now Re, look at this. There's a line. Two sides. Start here like you did Ne. Go down. Go up. Come down. But then Ne, you curled it here. This goes out. One. One. This is Re. Okay. So Re. Katakana Re. Just this. Hiragana. Katakana. Ro is, Ru was this. This is Ro. It doesn't curl in. Ro. Katakana Ro. One. Two. See this. Two. Left to right. A box. Huh? This is the row. One, two, three. Okay. One, two, three. This is row. La, ri, ru, re, ro. So I'll just go over all that I did today. This is A. Katakana A. E. Katakana, hiragana E. Katakana E. U. う。え、ひらがな、カタカナ。お、ひらがな、カタカナを。なお、か、ひらがな、カタカナ。ひ、ひらがな、カタカナ。く、ひらがな、カタカナ。く、ひらがな、け、カタカナ、へ。こ、ひらがな、カタカナ。さ、ひらがな、カタカナ。さ、し、カタカナ、し、ひらがな、カタカナ。す、ひらがな、カタカナ、す、ひらがな、カタカナ、す。せ、ひらがな、カタカナ、せ、ひらがな、カタカナ、せ。そ、ひらがな、カタカナ、そ、ひらがな、カタカナ。た、ひらがな、カタカナ、ひらがな、カタカナ、ひらがな、カタカナ。た、ち、ひらがな、カタカナ、ひらがな、カタカナ。つ、ひらがな、カタカナ、ひらがな、カタカナ。つ、て、ひらがな、カタカナ、て、と、ひらがな、ひらがな、カタカナ、と、な、ひらがな、one, two, four. な、す、カタカナ、ひらがな、カタカナ。な、に、ひらがな、カタカナ。に、ぬ、ひらがな、カタカナ。ぬ、ね、one, ね。So two strokes. ね、カタカナね、one, two, three, four. の、の、ひらがな、カタカナ。ひらがな、カタカナ。の、の、カタカナ。OK。は、ひらがな、カタカナ。ひ、ひらがな、カタカナ。ふ、ひらがな、カタカナ。ひらがな、カタカナ。へ、ひらがなand カタカナboth are the same. ほ、ほ、ひらがな、カタカナ。ほ、ほ。 Ma. Hiragana. Katakana. Hiragana. Katakana. Ma. Mi. Mi. Hiragana. Katakana. Mi. Mu. Hiragana. Katakana. Mu. Me. Hiragana. Katakana. Mo. Hiragana. Katakana. Mo. Ya. Hiragana. Katakana. Ya. You. Hiragana. Katakana. You. Yo. Hiragana. Katakana. Yo. Ra. Sorry. Ra. Ra. Ri. Sorry. Ra. Hiragana. Katakana. Ra. Ri. Hiragana. Katakana. Ri. Ru. Hiragana. Katakana. Hiragana. Katakana. Ru. Re. Re. Hiragana. Katakana. Ro. Hiragana. Katakana. So this is what we did today. Okay, we'll take it. Go further. There are some. I think you have to do va and wo and After that, we'll have to do other sounds too. But 46 basic sounds we have so far seen 43. Okay, 43 kanas, 43 basic sounds. So now what you got to do is write, fill up all the pages, all the kanas. You practice all the kanas in your workbook, fill it up, and then try writing it in notebook also. So when is it? Friday, we'll go ahead with other kanas, and then I'll tell you about kanas and kanjis and where we use them and why we use them. All that I will take it up in the next class. So mata. Today I just took some more time. So I think I'll leave you all now. So mata, asatte. Mata, asatte. Again, arigato.
Arigato, sensei.
Arigato.
Arigato, sensei.
Arigato, sensei.